July 20th, 2026. My sister's birthday, 74 years ago. Hey, go get a cup of coffee, invite a friend over. Hope you take a listen and subscribe. You're going to get an encouraging word every day, and you're also going to get a good song. Now today's subject, I'm going to talk a little bit about what Billy Graham used to talk about. And he had a lot of things to talk about, didn't he? He reached 215 million people. Still, for all those people, there's about 9 billion people in the world. That would be like 2% of the people, if that. And yeah, for 185 countries that he visited, it's a drop in the bucket. We have so much more work to do sometimes when we think about, oh yeah, everybody knows who Jesus might be, or who Billy or the Beatles might be, but really? So today's thought, and it's a good one, he brought up, I think on his channel recently, something about cheating, and they were talking about kids in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And he brought up the idea that 87 to 90% of kids admitted that they cheated in school or on a test. And he also mentioned that, by 1985, a kid growing up by the time he was 17, he had witnessed 15,000 murders on TV. Now, let me tell you, if you pre-program and mold, I don't think he read his Bible 15,000 times. I don't even think he read 15,000 verses. So, what do you feed your mind? Well, think about it. If kids grow up with the idea that they can cheat, what's the example at home? Are they on their knees praying as a family, giving thanks and blessing the food, or are they just, hey, we're hip, we're part of the culture, and it's a common, acceptable trait of culture. Everybody's doing it. It's a fad. Well, let me tell you something. A poor example leads to a poor life that usually affects 3 generations. I like Billy Graham because I remember back in the day, when you turn on TV, it would say Peace with God TV or Hour of Decision. I thought, oh, why would it say Peace with God? I'll tell you why. Because those who are sinners, not saved, are at enmity with Christ, as the Bible says, and God's wrath is upon them. So if you want peace with God, nothing you can do to clean yourself up. It's coming to the Lord, and the Lord leading you to Him. And the hour of decision is to give your heart and life to Jesus Christ while you still can, if He is wooing you. Now, so some people would write in and ask, is cheating in class really wrong? I'm in high school and it seems like everybody does it. If I don't cheat, I'll end up cheating myself out of a better grade, won't I? Isn't that the justification of kids today? A more current percentage from Barna noted that 95% of high schoolers now cheat, like 5 out of 100, at least honest enough. And 70% of college kids cheat, as high as, in some cases, or some colleges, 98% of them cheat. So why is cheating wrong? Well, cheating is wrong in God's eyes because whether it's a test in your class, today it's a test of your marriage, mostly cheating woman, cheating man. Whether it's a test in class or in business or in marriage or in any situation, lowers your standards. No matter what anyone else is doing, you shouldn't allow yourself to become a pattern of behavior, as Proverbs will tell you, to wreck your life. So why is it wrong? Well, cheating always involves taking something that is not yours. Let's say we go down to the local Safeway or Albertsons or Fry Supermarket, Kroger's, whatever, Gosh's, Higgly Wiggly, HBGB or something like that, and you steal something. Well, the item's not there, and you want it, and now they got to order it back in. You probably have to pay more postage, or you have to pay more delivery fee, and they pass that price on to the consumer. So when you steal, you're stealing from yourself, because next time you go for that item and you have money, you're going to be paying a lot more for it. In other words, when you cheat, something doesn't rightfully belong to you. It says, "You shall not steal." That's from Exodus 20:15. The Bible also says that he who's been stealing should steal no more, but to work. Cheating also involves lying. As a friend used to tell us, una mentira, una mentirosa. And para el robo no es una buena cosa. Here's my wife. She knows about cheating and lying. Because you are falsely claiming that work you did, you took it from somebody else. It wasn't your work. So lying is wrong. When you lie, you hurt yourself and you hurt others in the long run. Because let's say your boss believes that you should get that promotion and he promotes you. And then when he calls upon you for something really important and you don't have the goods, you've defrauded him and you've defrauded everybody else in the company. And you look pretty foolish. So that's why the Bible says it is better to be poor than to be a liar in Proverbs 19:22. So Billy would always challenge you, instead give your life to Jesus and begin following him. So you won't be in a minority. Life's greatest joy will come from knowing Christ and serving him. So remember, cheating is stealing, cheating is lying, cheating is pretending, cheating is defrauding, cheating is coveting, cheating is jealousy. And these might be common acceptable sins, and it may get you ahead for a little bit, but in the long run, God is not fooled and God is not mocked. These sins come back to haunt us, and this is the problem of parents who don't watch their kids, because the characters they're developing are the ones, well, in my day, were the ones we saw in cartoon TV, such as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam, Elmer Fudd, Bullwinkle Moose, Coyote and the Roadrunner, perhaps Ren and Stimpy for the modern generation. I don't think these are characters you want your kids to model, but you're so busy working 2 and 3 and 5 jobs, and you're so tired that you don't take a moment to model for your kids. And perhaps your modeling is much like your kids. No wonder they repeat the same mistakes for generation to generation to generation, as Jesus spoke. So, leave your thoughts, leave your comments. I always welcome them. And I thank you for coming along tonight. It's a tough subject, talking about cheating and lying and stealing. Till next time, may the Lord bless and keep you as you grow in faith. Remember, you don't have to be a perfect Christian, but you do need to be following the Lord and walking in his grace. It's not that you reach up to heaven and save yourself. He reaches down to you, and he's done the work for you. Ask and seek his forgiveness each and every day. Until then, it's a new day. God bless.